A very good evening, viewers, and thank you for tuning in to the NILEcast only on West Nile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name's Ukumuringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories this evening, let's have a look at what's happening in the headlines tonight. In the headlines tonight, Preaching Grace Freedom donates 100 iron sheets to St. Luke Church of Uganda's Zombo Town Parish. Angry youths protest over lack of accountability in Maricha district. And business owners empowered with innovation and entrepreneurship skills in Arua City. This and more in the NILEcast News Bulletin. It's the 30th of September 2024, the last day of the month of September, and you're most welcome to the NILEcast only on West Nile Television. Let's dive straight into the stories that have made headlines tonight. The Senior Presidential Advisor, Honorable Preaching Grace Freedom, has donated over 100 iron sheets to support the ongoing construction of St. Luke Church of Uganda's Zombo Town Parish, Okoro Archdeaconry. Take a look.
The Senior Presidential Advisor, Honorable Preaching Grace Freedom, has donated over 100 iron sheets to support ongoing construction of St. Luke Church of Uganda's Zombo Town Parish, Okoro Archdeaconry. During the fundraising held over the weekend, Honorable Preaching said, "Giving in the house of God is a blessing to mankind."
To be here today because it's a big day for Zombo Town Parish. As far as I know, this is the third church being built. The first one is there, and this is the church I used when I was in primary school in Zomboloa here. Later on, that church became a health center. And today, this is the third church, the second church having been demolished because it was not the standard of this town now, but also because it was old. The materials with which it was built was mixed. It was mud, one part it was cement, another part it was old-fashioned. I want to thank the Christians of this parish. I want to thank the Reverend. I want to thank the Bishop, because this church now looks a good standard for a town council like this one, and it is going to stand the test of time. So I want to encourage Christians and well-wishers to support this church. It's very big, but it is good enough. It's worth supporting.
Honorable Gabriel Ukumu, Member of Parliament, Okoro County, was the chairperson Central Organizing Committee of the fundraising, equally donated 10 million shillings to support the construction of the multi-million church project. Honorable Ukumu pledged that he will lobby support from other well-wishers to complete the construction works of the church.
Should the Lord call us, it is our last resting place, and it is the people of God who actually send us off. So we should stand with them to make their work easier. And that's why I'm calling the district and all our people that let us stand with the church, let us support the church. That is the cause today. Personally, I would like to also say that I have also made my humble contribution towards this cause of 10 million shillings. And I hope if others follow suit, very soon this will be history. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga Litwala, the first Deputy Prime Minister who was the chief guest, said she will engage the Office of the Prime Minister to support St. Luke Church of Uganda with more iron sheets.
Church requires iron sheets. I've seen from the breakdown here that you need 399 sheets. I'm going to work with the Minister of Another in Uganda to see whether we can support this church. So that
However, Right Reverend Ponce Ozela Winju, the Bishop of Nebi Anglican Diocese, who was the main celebrant, lauded the chief guest for honoring the invitation to come and support the diocese in its activities.
And we thank you for standing with us, this sacrifice, and also representing us well in the Parliament. Not only Parliament, but internationally. For us, when you do something wrong, they say, yes, Paul's Christian has not done it well. We continue to pray God should give you good health and protect your life.
Among other dignitaries who attended the fundraising include Honorable Naftalu Shamagiu, LC3 Zombotan Council, Canon Alfred Ugenmongo, Archdeacon Okoro Archdeaconry, Mothers Union, among others. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
And more in our stories, youths in Alikuya Sub-County, Maracha East Constituency, Maracha District picked up placards on Friday the 27th of September 2024 to demonstrate over the lack of proper accountability by the District Youth Council leadership. Osuta Yusuf reports.
The complaints which resulted into demonstrations by the angry youths in Alikwa sub-county who eagerly wanted to eat the head of the cow which would have been slaughtered for the event on Friday 27th of September 2024 stems from manners mobilized by the District Youth Council to commemorate its International Day, and a pre-accountability was not given by Marsa District Youth Council leaders. Majority of the youth stated that whereas the plan to eat the head of the cow which was to be slaughtered at the event, the leaders decided to buy some kilograms of meat from the butchery, something which angered them. Mr. Ariaka Dennis, one of the protesting youths, who said they waked up from sleep at 5 a.m. to prepare panga, knife and other items for slaughtering a cow, but only to wait in vain up to midday upon the crying Marsadis local government's failure to contribute any money towards the Youth Day celebration event, faulted Marsadis Youth Council over improper budgeting and dodging accountability for the millions of monies they lobbied from the public and politicians.
Katara si district sira sabko dia la ta fas fiatara an rafa kira district tawni fera ba ma za ko tawni fera sitara bana mane accountability fezo yo la mane ro dai ba ti dar ta ko ti mafkita da samtuni alo ba wa ja mamuti mamuti da mosquiti ko ba ti mane za da kilo kamiaze akanisiye na nyamaniko. So, a youth
leader in Alikwa sub-county who refused to mention his name blamed these kinds of weaknesses and gaps on poor leaders elected in Master District.
Then send any battle law Budoro. But you know, looking is that then you mean to have a real man and this.
The 5 Vice Chairman from Marta District, Honorable Asia Bosco, who doubles as the councillor representing the people of Agai Town Council to Marta District Council, described the demonstration over a head of a cow as shameful, and he asked the protesting youth not to disorganize the event as there will be a comprehensive accountability report after the end of the celebration.
Normally, Amavu Ileriki district is support fair. Sling million alo. District is support fair sling million alo. Send your Ziki and your day he mobilize. And your then given youth council appellate by the Pitro. You get to send them mobilize as is Sabuko, the Kisling fair, as he calculated, as it can be as the Romo Ligo. Send them as it Bandundu, as the countries who interested to Levant or their Levant the Giffet. I send the district million, send the Basi and send the Fungaku.
The district leaders, upon listening and responding to the concerns raised, the Youth Council decided to give 200,000 shillings to calm the angry protesters, who then decided to quit the demonstration, and they went to attend the celebration as the evaluation day has been fixed for a comprehensive accountability. Yusuf Osuta, West Nile Television, Nalcast.
And more in our stories, Muni University Innovation Hub hosted a regional hub trainers program designed to equip the innovators, entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship lecturers at the university with the essential skills as part of a broader initiative to foster innovation and entrepreneurship in the West Nile region. Take a look.
Muni University Innovation Hub hosted a regional hub training of trainers program designed to equip innovators, entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurship lectures at the university with essential skills as part of a broader initiative to foster innovation and entrepreneurship across Uganda. Participants from different parts of West Nile region attended the training organized by the National Innovation Hub in partnership with the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, meant to empower them with essential skills that will enable them to scale their innovations and contribute to the country's economic growth.
This training has been so impactful that it collected a pool of innovators, business practitioners, and academics. It has been very interactive, particularly in the areas of business startups operations, right from the areas of market analysis, customer analysis, competition analysis, having functional boards in our operations, regardless of whatever size of business growth that you are in. And I encourage all of us in our small enterprises that please, we as business leaders, let's encourage our staff, the staff we work with, to have a free mind, because these are the frontliners, these are the people who are interacting with the world on a day-to-day basis. They get feedbacks, they make observations, also they learn from wherever they move. Now, when you create a free interaction culture within our business operations, this starts to be coming up with ideas that will help us transform and grow our enterprise so that they can see the light of tomorrow.
And Kankonzia Slivia, a business owner and a participant of the Regional Hub Training of Trainers program, thanked organizers for such initiative, as this training has positioned her for better access and transformation of the society.
The training I've received from Muni for the past 5 days is important to me. One, I've been a mentor for very many entrepreneurs, both men and women, and now this puts me at a position of better access and transformation of society, because I'll be able to meet many other people whose weaknesses I can transform, whose ideas I can transform, who may be sitting on innovations, yet they have capabilities differently. Society is in a state of isolating young innovators, but this gives us a chance to see innovation, identify it, and groom it. Having this training helps me to reach out to these other ladies who have already passed through this stage, to groom them and prepare them and bring out the best in them, because they're already out and maybe a follow-up would have done.
Abdul Wahid, the head of human resource representing the Vice Chancellor Muni University, thanked the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance for their continuous support being given to the university to foster innovation and entrepreneurship in the West Nile region. He further appealed to the participants to develop an attitude of persistence and consistency in order to assist in the transformation of ideas to reality and success in the community.
Many people in every society are not sort of entrepreneurial ideology. If you ask any common person in the streets, there is an entrepreneurial idea in that person. That if he presented it to you, you see brilliance in the presentation. But the question is, the mortality rate of the ideas is very high. The ideas remain stories, unpitched. Yes. And where are they going to have time to translate their ideology into reality? It requires persons who pick those stories and translate them into reality. It is the reason why you are DOT. It is the reason why you have been given the training. Can you then begin the journey of having interactivity with the persons who have the ideas, but the question is translation? Can you be the reason of translating the ideas of a common person into reality? You're not only going to achieve fame by having done it, but you would have transformed somebody into something else. My challenge, therefore, to you is, how are you going to have access to the ideas? And how are you, therefore, going to translate the ideas into success? The journey to entrepreneurship is full of ups and downs. It has never been easy, and it has never been flat, and it will never be flat. With the complexity of technology and globalization, the journey is becoming tougher. The question is, how do you persist? It is my prayer and hope that with the knowledge that you have got, persistency becomes one of your critical factors.
The Regional Hub Training of Trainers program took place from the 23rd to 27th September 2024 at Muni University. Hub was aimed at nurturing entrepreneurs and innovators who demonstrate a strong potential for leadership on ways to scale up their innovations and contribute to the country's economic growth. Kashundot Fancy, Okumuringa Christine, West Nile Television, Nilecast.
And more in our stories, the contractor for the construction of a light manufacturing hub in Moyo Technical Institute has been urged to have a positive communication and observe the norms of the community so as to make a project successful. Take a look.
The site meeting, which is intended to monitor and ascertain the progress of the project, attracted several stakeholders which ranged from the district leadership, the staff of Prisma Limited, the contractor of the project, the staff and students representatives of the institute, and the community members who turned up to follow the progress of the project. Assistant Superintendent of Police Opida Lamak, who represented the resident district commissioner during the meeting, implored the community members to take the right information to the rest of the public about the project and urged the contractor to always have positive communication with the community members so as to make the project a success.
So we need to have positive communication with community members as far as their employment into the project is concerned. I would also have an issue with the contractors. When you come into a community, I believe you are going to a very different environment where every community, they have cultural norms. So you need to learn how people behave here.
Honorable Bakole Agata, the Deputy Speaker, Moyo District, who represented the Chairman Local Council 5, said whenever a project comes in the district, there are certain percentages given for the locals and urged the community members to be patient and wait for that percentage which will be given by the contractor, and urged the contractor to balance the recruitment of the workers.
So therefore, I call upon my people, if 40% goes to the non-locals and 60% to the locals, let's wait for that appropriate time. But also to our contractor, among us, we really have those who can do the work, even at this initial stage. Let us balance it to avoid some of these conflicts.
Mrs. Ongere Tojeska, the Chief Administrative Officer Moyo, urged the public to be calm and wait for the project to commence, saying the project belongs to the people of Moyo, therefore they should embrace the project fully. She, however, said she is disappointed to hear that the store meant for the project needs to be checked, which is very unfortunate, and therefore urged the contractor to make sure that all the materials being brought for the project needs to be guided properly so as to avoid cases of the project stalling due to theft cases.
This is our project. If you come and make noise, you're making noise to yourself. And I hope really our people will take this project seriously. It's very disheartening to hear that already the store things have to be checked. And I'm sure the store person will be our own. If it is not our own, I would also request the contractor. The things that are brought for this project, if I had the mandate, I would say we get it properly. We have histories of projects left halfway. That's not what we want.
Mr. Mbati Charles, the Assistant Chairman Board of Governors, Moyo Technical Institute, implored the contractor to follow the timeline of the project, saying the people at the institute have sacrificed a lot to set the project, adding that priority should be given to the locals, especially the unskilled labor force, unless otherwise, so that the community can benefit directly from the project as a way of giving back to the community.
To the contractor, please let us follow the timeline as it is. I was a little bit disappointed when you were trying to give us support in areas where some of the programs have lagged behind. Because this project, when the Ministry of Education and Sports together with ASPARA came to us, we as the institute people here, we have been sacrificing a lot to see that this project now comes to fruition like today. We have had several meetings, and usually our cry in meetings is that when is the project beginning, because that's what the community expects. We have been asking this question.
The government of Uganda has secured funds from the Islamic Development Bank to help uplift the faces of 9 technical colleges across the country through the Ministry of Education and Sports, so as to promote skills and technical education in order to produce job creators and reduce on unemployment cases across the country. Among the 9 technical institutes selected, Moyo Technical Institute has been selected to benefit from the project, which intends to construct a light manufacturing hub and a girls' dormitory, which project is estimated to cost over 8 billion Ugandan shillings, and it's being contacted by Prisma Limited as a contractor to undertake the project, which will run till May 2025. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
A suspected Mpox patient from the Democratic Republic of Congo, test results have been confirmed to be negative. The suspected patient was brought last week and admitted with signs of Mpox in one of the private health facilities in Paida Town Council, Zombo District. Take a look.
As residents of Zombo District were waiting for the results on the suspected Mpox outbreak in Zombo District following one patient from DR Congo who was brought last week and admitted with signs of Mpox in one of the private health facilities in Paida Town Council, Zombo District, health experts say the results came out negative. Dr. Mark Boni Bomale, Zombo District Health Officer, revealed that the results came out negative. Dr. Male was speaking to journalists shortly after the release of the results by the Minister of Health.
Indeed, as stated from some time back, I think now coming to 2 months, that Ministry of Health called for vigilance of Mpox. That started from Congo, and cases have been confirmed in the country. So a week ago, we had patients who had signs and symptoms similar to smallpox, Mpox. So we heightened our suspicions, and we took samples. We did all that we could to make sure that those cases were isolated, and we sent the samples for investigation. I am happy to inform the public that the results that came back that we were highly suspecting to be Mpox turned out to be negative.
However, Dr. Mark Bomale urged the community to be vigilant as Zombo District is near DR Congo. He assured the public that at the moment, Zombo District is free from Mpox outbreak.
Mpox is not yet in Zombo. We have not had any case, but I still call upon the public to be vigilant because the disease is still around us. The disease is within the country. So we continue to remain vigilant. Thank you.
Recently, a private clinic was closed upon realizing that the suspected Mpox patient was receiving medication at the facility. One of the health workers who preferred anonymity at a private clinic accused Zombo District officials for closing their facility without any information upon its reopening 1 week ago.
They closed our place and left the patient in our facility and requested us to remain patient for 24 hours. However, the 24 hours has passed without any proper feedback, The patient has been left in the hands of the clinic for all the 24 hours and no proper care both from the government and the home people. And later, we had to notify them that the patient is complaining of hunger, yet our place is closed. We don't have what to give even the patient. Even ourselves, we don't have what to feed them. But they have not understood us. However, they came and picked the patient. They took home. We are still locked without any other proper information given to us.
Mpox, a mysterious disease, spreads globally, and there is a need to find its source to combat it effectively. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories. As threats of Mpox keeps rising in the country, members of the public living in the West Nile region have been called to stay alert. This comes at a time where the positive cases recently confirmed in Ajumani district. Take a look.
Following the recent declaration of Mpox outbreak by World Health Organization, authorities from Ministry of Health are calling for vigilance from members of the public living in West Nile sub-region due to proximity of Democratic Republic of Congo. This comes at a time where the confirmed cases in the country have reached 24, where Ajuma district from West Nile sub-region joined the list of affected areas with one confirmed case. The confirmation was made by Jason Kadumie, a senior communications officer with Ministry of Health, on Friday during an interview with media practitioners in the region on reporting about Mpox organized by Ministry of Health at the Rural Regional Referral Hospital.
The situation currently, we have so far 24 positive cases which have been confirmed, and some of them have been able to recover. The case which is in West Nile is not yet recovered, still in admission, but it's improving. And we are still monitoring other cases, but so far we have not yet registered any death as Uganda.
Kadumia called for vigilance from members of the public in West Nile sub-region to prevent further spread of the disease.
It's upon everyone to prevent Mpox, and everyone is at risk. Anybody who's coming close to the person who is positive, someone who is having so many multiple sexual partners is at risk. People who are interacting a lot with wild animals, squirrels, monkeys, rodents, please, you are at risk of getting Mpox. We have been able to get Mpox from different communities. So it's upon everyone to fight and prevent Mpox.
Dradiku Christopher Azawa, the head of Department for Community Health at the Rural Regional Referral Hospital, says that the contacts are currently being traced to prevent the further spread of the disease.
The one case they have so far traced 30 contacts, and they are following them closely to see who is going to develop signs and symptoms and when. So that's being followed up.
Andema Alex, the director of our Rural Regional Referral Hospital, calls for calm as they ready to contain the further spread of the disease.
We manage COVID very well. So we are also going to be, if Mpox also emerges to be serious, we will manage it. Why not? We are prepared. We shall manage it. So that one shouldn't be a cause of alarm. We shall manage it.
As safety precaution measures, members of the public have been urged to avoid close contact with infected individuals, sanitize common use surfaces and objects, as well as reporting symptoms to get early medical attention. Farish Majid, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
And more in our stories. Ajumani Town Council registered their second loss in the pre-season game after being defeated by the Black Power FC in a match that took place in Paridi Stadium. Honzima Alan reports.
In preparation for the official kick-off of various leagues in the country, Uganda, various clubs have embarked on friendly match to test the fitness of their players and also rectify some of the mistakes so as they can progress to the various levels. This was witnessed over the weekend as Ajumani Town Council hosted Black Powers in a friendly match which took place at Paridi Stadium in Ajumani district. The game kick-started with a lot of intensity, but the visiting team had to take it all after a double from Innocent Maduka in the 10th and 25th minutes of the first half And the third goal came in from Oloro Nathan in the 77th minute. Meanwhile, the consolation goal was scored by Badak Godwill in the 73rd minute for Ajomene Town Council. Shandiga Andrew, aka Edu, the team coach Ajomene Town Council FC, said they have learned a lot from their mistakes from the game and will make sure they rectify them through reviewing from the encounter so that they are ready for the next encounter.
We just had a game that we have learned a lot from it. Every game we play, I don't look at the result, but I look at how the players can learn from the game, because the game is the best teacher. Every time we get to play, we see how we capitalize on the mistakes we make, and then we wanted to play with Black Power because they are from Uganda Premier League a couple of years ago, and last year they also getting into big league. But one a bigger challenge, we knew their good side, but we were prepared quite enough for this game. It's unfortunate that we had some small understanding.
He, however, states that they will embark on more friendly games so as to stabilize the team for future progress.
Yeah, we are actually looking at having more games, because this we call them match practice. Okay, a practice match, meaning every practice match we have, the players learn something, and we prepare depending on how we played previously. We played previously, we try to work on it, but today again it has gone off. But we're strong. We're growing up. We want people to really trust the process there.
Meanwhile, Abel Ogwal, the public relations officer of Blacks Power Football Club, expressed joy for the game and said it was a big test for his team, considering the energy possessed by the home team.
It was a beautiful game. We enjoyed the ambience. It was a good test for us. Regional league side putting such a big fight, pulling one goal back. It was a good test for us. We came here for a test side of our that is a big league this season 2024-2025, and this is what we are expecting. A big fight from the host, and we have seen a lot of gaps here and there. Work on it.
He, however, said they are getting ready to host Arua Hill Football Club in a big league encounter, which is set to take place at Akibwa Stadium in Lera City, as they look forward to advance to the next level of the competition, that is Star Times Uganda Premier League next season.
About the game coming on the 6th, it will be our first league game at Akibwa Stadium. We have been preparing for the season, and we have a mission to accomplish, that is getting back to UPL. Because if you see the recruitment, the display you have seen, it's preparing the team made of that is the new season. And our first test is against Arua Hill.
The game is just an initial preparation for both teams, as Blacks Power FC moves to kick start of the FUFA Big League with a big encounter against Arua Hill Football Club. This is the second game whereby Ajomene Town Council is losing back-to-back in a friendly match, last coming against Arua Hill Football Club, which also took place in Ajomene District. Is Oshaki, Konjima Alan, West Nile Television, Nilecast Sports.
And more in our stories, Okoro registered a shocking result in the Kopu Ubimu 2024. The loss comes after they were defeated by Padere in 3-0. Alfred Jawok reports.
As the first leg for the 7th edition of Obimo Cup 2024 came to an end on Saturday 29th September this year, Okoro is trailing in the table of the tournament as the team has never won since the tournament kicked off early this month. Speaking after the game with the Padire, Edwin Mongokende, coach Okoro, attributed their failure to lack of preparations. Mongokende further revealed that most of their players were eliminated since the rule of the game requires only players without licenses.
It is a shameful, let me say it is a shameful thing, where the preparation was not all that well from the beginning. And on the day we began the matches, that's the day we thought maybe players from the regional leagues are the ones playing. Later on we realized that players from below 4 divisions are the ones playing the tournament or the league. So we have to get prepared the day when we are going to play those matches. So those are the first thing that affected us here. Then here of today's game we are 2-0 down. The same issues, maybe it is not our year. These are the challenges we are going through.
However, Right Honorable Vincent Ochaya Orach, Deputy Prime Minister and Executive Director Lur Kingdom, expressed gratitude gratitude about the discipline in the tournament. According to Right Honorable Shire, they have not registered any cases of hooliganism since the tournament kicked off.
In that the king is also now getting into the fourth decade, and we think this is good for us because eventually we are counting on the reigns, the success of the king, and so much more we have done as a Luo people. And so far, for us, our pride is that we have shown a lot of strides in developing our culture, developing our cultural norms and values, and most importantly, our identity is being felt in now development. Culture cannot be static. Culture has to evolve. And this is why the modern aspect of looking at culture and development is coming in, because you don't.
Padire defeated Okoro 3-0, making Padire to have 4 points with the Junam. The second leg will commence next month, where Okoro will be traveling to Pakwach. This explores the challenges faced by a football team struggling in the tournament. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And viewers, we have come to the end of the Nile Cast on West Nile Television. Thank you always for being with us from